What is up, internet? YaldM here. So today I would like to talk about set pieces, big dramatic scenes in your games. Something that I think I'm good at. I don't know, but how I go about it is when I write a one shot, I write a short story, and I write the scene in its entirety, what it looks like, what it smells like, what's going on, what the weather's like, what the sounds are like, everything, and I try and bring that all in when I'm describing it to the players. So I've got like a couple of examples in my Siege of Felvetterheim game, which was like a siege against the players were defending a city against this horde of rampaging ice giants. And towards the end of that, um, the players had kind of won a few small victories, but they were kind of fighting a rear guard action, fighting their way back to the main citadel. So they got back there. They had time to rest as the giants had to literally build a bridge across the ocean using stone magic and ice magic. And then the giants managed to cast enlarge on some of their own giants, and they become these massive giants. They're ripping the walls down as they like swat away hundreds of troops with a single smack. There's all these basically there's a charge. All the giants run in. You've got the king giving this speech. Everyone is like haggard and in bits and like beleaguered and really exhausted. He's like, one more time, we can do it. And there's this big fight. The players take on the giant king. They smash his sword full of souls. The souls explode out. Everyone's smashed to the ground. And eventually they defeat the giants, or the majority of them anyway. And so the king stands up and he gives this speech. Like, we've won a small victory here today, but, you know, through human endeavor and bravery, we've done it. We have. And then as he's doing his speech, this shadow comes across and an enormous white dragon just breathes on him, turns him solid to ice. The face on the players was just incredible. They were just like, oh shit. And it brought across this great feeling of hopelessness, which I think is really fun to play. And so like in that scene there was so much going on, and I think that they were able to picture it really well. Secondly, then, last night in my Mythic China one-shot, I had a scene at the very end of the adventure. They have traveled up through this temple. They reach this balcony, this big, big balcony that overlooks a cliff. And they get outside, and it's lashing rain, sheets of rain. There's thunder and lightning. The sky is this purplish tint, kind of purple-blue. Constant thunder, lightning smashing down, big sheets of rain. And in the sky is this enormous swirling dragon, and he's just like roaring and flying around. The players, one of them casts fly on himself. He's a warlock. He's got these wings. He's like flying up in the air. He's like blasting it with spells. You've got a monk on the back of a jade griffin, and he's like flying underneath and around it and like smacking out with his feet and stuff. It's just a really epic scene, and I think it's much easier to do that for me anyway when I write the scene first. So I write what I think is going to happen. I write a description like I would in a story, and then I draw from that the images that I want to convey. Similarly, I had a thing in the Egyptian one shot with the Sphinx, and that was a really cool encounter. It was a real set piece where the Sphinx had all this power to change reality, and so it would ask them questions. Depending on their answers, it would change their reality. So it asked them like, what are numbers? Are numbers real? And somebody was like, well, I don't know. And when they said that, geometry and Euclidean geometry just stopped working, and there was a swirling vortex and stuff like that. The Sphinx would just like teleport from place to place in this enormous library filled with ancient texts. So I think it's a cool thing to do. Obviously not every scene can be like that. I mean, it can, but it lessens the impact. But when you do have like a big bad guy or a specific scene, if you put like a big amount of effort into the descriptions of the area and what it sounds like and smells like and everything like that, it really makes a huge difference. It's a big thing. So I don't know. Let me know how you do it. What you think works in that kind of situation. Yeah. Thanks.